Hi.
Jennifer here.
And Karen here.
Look, I've been promising for days that I'd be coming on tonight and making my major announcement of the things that I've been working on for the last 6 months. And I've just made the announcement on my Facebook page to say that this weekend I'm in an author's retreat. And tonight I'm doing a pre-release of my book. The book is called Beyond Possible. And I've asked Karen to join me because she has been so supportive over the last 6 months of all of the time and effort that I've spent in writing this book. And she's fed me and kept me going through this time. But look, I wanted to mention to you why I was writing this book. Some of you may know that after 10 years of being the CEO at Connect Housing Group, I've decided to finally take that, do the exciting thing that I wanted to do in life, which is start my own business. I'd been working with our board of directors, and we've set a deadline date for me finishing up at the company as the CEO in late August. And then I went, I need to actually start thinking about and doing my business plan and developing my system for my business, the things that I want to help people with. And when I thought, what's the first thing I'm going to do? It's like, well, I need to step up and write a book about something that I think is really important, and that is about our mindset and how it doesn't really matter what we're doing in life, and whether it's in our personal life or our business life. If we get our mindset right and our planning right, and we have the support to then follow through on that, we can pretty well do anything in life as far as I'm concerned, and there's a lot of great things that have happened in my life by using mindset systems. I wanted to have those tools available to work with the people that I'm going to work with in the future, and the system I was using before was licensed for me to use, but it was owned by someone else, so I didn't have the flexibility to do what I wanted to do, and I went, well, I'm just going to write my own. So step one is write my book and then develop a system on it. In October last year, I made this commitment. I signed up and said this very weekend I was heading down to Melbourne to hang out with the amazing crew at the 48-hour author retreat. And then the world got turned on its head by this tiny little virus. We're here still here home in Mackay. But you really can't hold good people back. So the crew at the 48-hour team have worked tirelessly to still get us ready and deliver this weekend to us. And I thought, well, I'm going to match that. So I started writing my book before we got to retreat. And it's amazing what you can do when you just get stuck into it and do consistent work every day. And my book is already written. Like, I've finished my manuscript already, which I'm really excited about. And so I get to have the luxury of spending this weekend in just learning from these guys and making little adjustments so that my book is actually ready to go to the editors on Monday. And it should be back, a printed book in my hand, ready to give out to people in late August. And pretty excited about that. And so the book will be here in August. It'll retail for $29.95, but this weekend, in celebrating the fact that we've got to this retreat and that the manuscript is already written, I am offering it a pre-sale price of $14.95 plus postage, so I think that's $20. You'll get that book in your hand, and I would just love you to get the information on that book. The feedback I've had so far is that it is very beneficial, and I've invited Karen along because I've asked her to just read the very opening introduction of it. So I'm going to hand over to Karen.
Thank you.
She's very nervous. If anybody's ever done a workshop with me, you'll know that I drop things on Karen at the very last minute and go, hey, could you help me out with this? And
I did at least have a few hours notice, so I have actually had a chance to read this a few times. So, look, I'm really excited to be part of this, and it's been easy to support Jennifer to do this project. Her commitment and dedication, anyone who's known her for 5 minutes, that's very much part of who she is. But it's also the sharing of the knowledge and sharing that outside herself and bringing everyone together. That's quite an amazing part of her as well. So this is very exciting. So I'd like to read you the introduction to Jennifer's book. I'm glad she hasn't asked me to read you the testimonials because I would be a weeping mess. They are quite stunning, as expected. So, the introduction to Beyond Possible. There's a technique called the Johara window that helps people to better understand their relationship with themselves and others. It's designed to help us understand what is known about ourselves, and it breaks this knowing into 4 quadrants. 1, known to self and known to others. 2, known to self but not known to others. 3, not known to self but known to others. 4, not known to self and known to others. Former US politician Donald Rumsfeld made this concept famous in 2002 report where he said, there are known knowns, there are things we know we know. We also know that there are known unknowns, that is to say, we know that there are some things we do not know. But there are also unknown unknowns, the ones we don't know we don't know. In writing this book, I started to gain a better understanding of the things I know, the things I used to know but forgot, and the things I want to know. I also came to understand and accept that some knowings will come to me in time, and some knowings will never come to me. I believe the pursuit of knowledge can bring a great sense of purpose, and I understand that there are many different ways for us to get to engage in learning about our inner and outer lives. Throughout history, humans have shared stories, theatre, books, music, art, poetry, and we each form our own knowings from this sharing. I left school when I was 16 years old because I could not see how further education had anything to do with me. I did not know what I wanted to do or be. I thought that I was not very smart, so my options were limited. By the time I was 18, I had been working as a shop assistant for 2 years. I knew that I was uneducated and I was discovering things about myself that led me to believe that I would spend the rest of my life alone. At the same time, I made a decision that I wanted to have a good life. I considered that decision to be the single most important decision of my life. In making that decision to have a good life, I started to imagine what my good life would be. I started to consider the possibilities, and I turned those possibilities into my reality. In fact, my life now is well beyond what that 18-year-old thought was possible. In this book, I'm sharing with you how I turned my imagined life into my actual life. I'm sharing some of my experiences and current knowings. I leave it entirely up to you to decide or not decide if this knowledge is useful for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Karen.
So welcome.
Thank you, everybody that's online. I wish it's great to see people there. I can see Tracy, Royce, Linda, Bonnie, Karen. Who else can I see? Another Tracy.
Some of those I'm not familiar with.
Thanks for watching. So I just wanted to say good day and let you know how excited I am. It's just amazing to take all these thoughts out of your head and actually go through a system of getting them written down, and hope that they'll be useful to someone else. So I think I've said everything I wanted to say. Thanks for watching. Great if you comment. I know some people are online have had a look at the book. It'd be fantastic to hear from you what you thought about it. Otherwise, have a fantastic Friday night and a great weekend, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.
Congratulations, Jen. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.